Welcome to Jacksonville, Florida, and the annual site of one of the best rivalries in the sport. Not a lot of distance between the Gators and the Dogs, and once a year they come here close to the state line and draw their own battle lines. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Gators will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will get the first possession of the game. This nasty, bitter feud, most of the years carried out on supposedly neutral ground, carries high stakes today, guys.
I'll tell you what's always fun about watching this game between Florida and Georgia is that there is just so much speed on the field. I felt that way when I played in this game. There's so much NFL talent racing around. The game just moves faster than most other games in college football.
I completely agree, but you did say the name of the game wrong. It's the Georgia-Florida game. In this rivalry, it's always played in Jacksonville, but speed, bragging rights, this game always matters to the fans.
And he's wrestled to the ground. And now on second down for this offense. To the ground with the back. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, 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 the dog pound. Run the football, be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship, Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
Last time these two met, the big dogs ate as Georgia rolled easily.
And taking care of business in a rivalry game like they did, it means a lot. The bragging rights are even better. I can talk about stomping.
He's loose. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's right on target. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Trying to take it back. Delivers the contact. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
All right, I know it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
First down here for the offense. To the air, it's McCarthy. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. They just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. The Gators line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll bring it back. It's Ware. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. Line gets set, 1st down. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Man, teams that play cover 1 at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
Oh, look out, there he goes. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Pulls and fires complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They get him down after he makes the catch. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football, early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that 1st quarter. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Out of the gun, the inside give. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. On the run, fires downfield. And that ball is picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Nice move to keep moving. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. And the Gators will hustle to the line. Trying play action. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. And the Dogs keep playing fetch on these passes, channeling their inner Scott Warner, Champ Bailey, or Keely Ringo, and making plays.
Just ball hawking, making plays. And again, when you pressure the quarterback, and the Dogs do that as well as anybody, you pressure the quarterback, force that ball out in the secondary, playing great coverage, making big-time plays in the back end.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. He's going to run it. At midfield, he's got room. The expressway is wide open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Trying to find his man on first down. Takes the easy completion. He just won't take a big hit. Slides off guys, makes moves. He's down to the 21.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume. Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range and they can take the 3 points on the board.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes a grab enough for the first. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Quarterback keeps it. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost the race.
And here's the return. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Gators sending the offense back to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. Handoff from the gun. Open space at the 25. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. They'll ride the hot hand. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But, man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment, like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more.
He's going to let it go. Makes the grab down the left side. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. This is a designed run.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 2nd down, wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. David, as a Georgia legend, when I say Florida, what comes to mind?
I mean, that's the easiest question you've asked me yet. I mean, there's nothing that I ever liked or enjoyed about the Florida Gators, just playing in that rivalry. You know, it's not a neutral site, by the way. It's in Jacksonville, Florida. Like, that's not neutral. It's way closer to Florida. It's way closer to Florida fans. But this rivalry, I'm telling you, every single year, that was #1 team you wanted to beat.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Getting some heat. A little screen to the running back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Caught, close to the marker, it's open. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Line gets set, 1st down. He's looking to throw it. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Touchdown, Dogs! How about that D coming up with a play like that? And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity to create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. To the air, it's McCarthy. The throw to the outside is complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Unleashes one deep. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
Offense would love to have that one back. Down here in this area of the field, everything has to happen faster. Decisions need to be made quicker. Ball's got to be out quicker. Routes got to be snapped off faster. They were just way too late. And as the result, the defense gets the INT.
Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive.
Gonna take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I know that shot down the field is incomplete, but you've got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Looking to take a shot. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The give to the tailback. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll throw it on first down. Got his man to the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Comes out throwing on first down. Finds the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, it's one thing to have a rivalry game, but when you have two longtime foes like the Gators and Dogs duking it out on neutral turf, you know emotions will run high. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius.
The RPO, it's complete. Still on his feet at the 45. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. The Gators are in the hurry-up. They'll leave it with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Buys a little time. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense. And you saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollock, who really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think
he's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Gator. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they like.
And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. It couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
He's going to pass. Oh, he wants it all. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense, like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball. Now maybe I can take some shots underneath, and it might loosen that.
And the ball's loose in the backfield. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Now the play fake. Moves away as he feels pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Dogs have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll pull it down and run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football. Just fights back to the line.
From the gun, the running back has it. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They're trying to get to it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
He rifles one deep to the left. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. The offense set for a first down play. Give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Gators moving quickly to the line.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Looking to throw, it's McCarthy. Fires to the middle. It's complete. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Defense looks like they're coming. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Touchdown, Florida! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver. The
throw to the end zone. It's picked off. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Line getting set on second down. The run from the shotgun. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. And the Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown Bulldogs. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
That's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you have got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. And the Gators want to move quickly.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up at this point in the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
The offense in hurry-up mode. Back to throw, it's McCarthy. Keeps looking downfield. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Get up, get up. Yep, I think that's what everybody says to their quarterbacks after they...
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He makes the connection. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. From the gun on third down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, they're taking to the air, buying some time. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the fourth quarter, losing, you've got to put the foot on the accelerator. You've got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He fires to the left side. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. First down for the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Gators want to pick up the tempo.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking for a man. It's McCarthy. Using the quick game. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Looking to throw for it. Coming after it. Trying to make magic with his feet. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
It's complete on the right side. They get him down after he makes the catch. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to get it through the air. Quarterback now breaking the field. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Throwing right. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Now from inside the red zone. Pressure coming. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. He's looking to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Bounced right back to them. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Going for it all. And a dangerous pass there, almost threw a pick in the end zone.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Taking it the other way. He's at the 20. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. They're going to get another chance after throwing the ball away. That roughing the passer call quite fortuitous for this offense. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Got it! Oh, it's on the ground! Live ball!
And the defense is able to go out and shut the door. They put the clamps down. They've got a big lead, and with that fumble, they're going to win the game. You've got to give this defense credit for finishing.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He'll turn it loose out to the right. He's got it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Showing the arm strength to the left. It's gone. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Snags it. Touchdown, Dogs! And once he got loose, it was all over. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up.
There is little the Dogs enjoy more than sticking it to the Gators, and boy, are they doing it right now.
Yeah, taking care of business. And listen, Georgia prides itself on being a physical unit. Every year, they're going to just pound you and bludgeon you. And Florida has had no response, just like in the last several games in this series. Georgia's just, they got the upper hand.
Looking for a deep man. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Looking downfield, it's McCarthy. Got out of trouble and throws. He's got the back in the middle. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. After that completion, move the chains. Now first down. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Let's see what they've got on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He'll throw it. This time he's got his man. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires to the tight end. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. They've already gone for it a couple of times on fourth down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a third. Unloads to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. The incomplete pass leaves them with second down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has...
Deep shot for the end zone. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
Trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in cover.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Fires into the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Gator. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh,